знаю, что я не доживу до 20. Синие волны опять зовут меня в море, они не чувствуют.
This is my DShK. After 2 years, almost 2 years, it's finally done. It's not perfect. Some of the things are quite ghetto on it, but I'm pretty happy with it. And it's fully functional, which is an amazing thing. I printed it using PLA plastic. It has multiple layers of epoxy over it. As you can see the print lines on most of the parts. This is metal, and underneath is a SEMA 040C AK-74M, which I absolutely massacred to use for this project. Yeah, you can see the pistol grip. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. If I ever HVA tap it, I'm gonna remove this, but for now, it's gonna stay like that. It took many hours of printing and around 4 to 5 kilograms of plastic in total. Nothing I've done has been this hard, honestly, in terms of my projects and stuff. But yeah, I also had support from my ex. She cleaned up most of these. That was like hell to clean up. Each one of these was printed separately. In terms of disassembly and stuff, it's actually pretty simple, because I kept that in mind, right? You gotta do that when you make these custom projects. The whole front assembly is taken apart by unscrewing this right here. These things are taken off with the pin right here. And this whole part, the receiver, is connected to this portion, which is literally like an AK handguard, since this is an AK underneath. It all connects to this, and this just slides over. It's literally like mounted the same way you would mount an AK handguard. You can actually see the sling mount right here. This is what holds it in place. I did have to use a giant inner barrel. I think it extends up to like here. Unfortunately, it did bring the joules down to like around 1 joule, but nonetheless, it's still fun to use and it has decent range. Though I might at some point bump the joules up if I can be bothered, because I don't really like teching, I like making DIY stuff more. It is fired by using this switch right here. The sight is flippable. Unfortunately, I didn't make it adjustable. I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, this dust cover thing in the feed tray can be opened like this. Unfortunately, I just put this for now. I do plan on getting a magnet and somehow fixating it to both the receiver and this. Yeah, that's where you can adjust the hop-up, literally like on an AK. It's the same thing. It uses a T connector, which I wired to it, and this can also be put up. You can take the ammo out as well. Like I said, it's literally an AK. It's quite huge, around 150 centimeters I think, so basically like the real thing. It weighs around 15 kilograms. I presume the real thing weighs at least double, but that's a hefty weight. Nonetheless, you can't carry this with one person for long. You can take the DShK off the tripod by just unscrewing this screw right here, and that makes it super easy for transport. Although this thing can barely fit in my car, I have to put it like up on the seats. It's fuck, I don't know. I took someone else's DShK model and I heavily modified it to fit the AK body. That's what I did. So I'm not gonna be selling these files. They will be free for anyone to use, though I cannot provide any support whatsoever because it's built in a very specific way, made for my brain, and I really can't be bothered to explain it to everyone. You can take the files and try building it your way, though I will tell you guys one thing, well, a couple of things. Do not print this in separate sections. That's a mistake that I made. All of these have like bolts in between. There's a shit ton of bolts in this, though the better thing to do would be to print this in like 2 or 3 sections, and then just make the inner diameter wider so you can use a metal tube throughout this. This holds it pretty well. It's very sturdy. This thing even fell once. It was fine. However, I would still do that. It would make it a lot more sturdier, even though this is like very, very sturdy. Also, the receiver, you need to make holes where the pieces connect and connect it with like metal things. I had to do that over here because it ended up breaking after some time. However, after I did this, it was much better. You can see that's why the electrical tape is over it, so that you can't see it. I also had to put these things here because my cat literally fucking pushed this shit off some piece of furniture and it broke here. The feed tray broke. You might have to modify that as well. I'm not sure how the model exactly looks like, to be honest, because I printed this like in 2023, most of this stuff. It just took me a while to make it because I had some things in life. That's pretty much it. You gotta do the custom wiring as well. You can pick how you want to do that. I just removed the original trigger and just connected it here. For the box mag, I literally just used a M2 Browning box mag. This is just for extra sturdiness because it's heavy as fuck and it actually damaged the high cap that I used. Yeah, it's literally an AK high cap. I wanted to mount it on the inner side, but then the box mag couldn't be put in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut a hole here, so this portion of the mag will stick out. Then, you know, I'll use a high cap, you just find it right there. That's gonna be sticking out, the rest will be inside, and then it will be fine, and then it won't look as ghetto as this does. I'm gonna be making more projects, I won't spoil them, and some more loadout videos as well. If you guys want to see that, you can subscribe, because actually most of my viewers, I don't get that many, some videos do, but most people aren't subbed. I would actually like this channel to grow a bit, because I put in a lot of effort into my videos, and especially stuff like this, which there will be more of, because I always have something that I do. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have some questions, you can ask in the comments, but I can't really help with the assembly and stuff. I will put the download to the files in the description, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.
Ваши советы не сделают лучше, так что держись, ты будешь плакать.